Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Monsillon. I thought I come and wish you a good day and offer some spiritual guidance, support, spiritual tools. As always, for it is very important to remain flexible and light rather than serious and heavy. A lot of people are very serious, very heavy, and so, but it's not their fault. They've been conditioned to be like that. It's like this conditioning. We're trained to believe in the lies of separation, opposition, and conflict. And well, sometimes we get lost in the wounded past, and we miss out on the creative potential of the present to recreate ourselves. So it is important to now to let go of a lot of things, to confront our fear, to refine our project, to follow our intuition, as the Archangel Aniel was expressing as the last words in the French video. For we want to raise our frequency just for the sheer pleasure of it, raising our frequency into joy, into freedom, into serenity. Of course, there is great rewards. There is a great pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There is all kinds of rewards, but just for the pleasure of it, just to have fun, just to enjoy it, to be serene, to be light, to be loving, to love, and just for that, it is worth. It is absolutely worth. Doing that, taking care of our frequency. And the card of the day is TikTok. It is about connecting to the eternal moment of now, to be timeless. There is this timelessness within ourselves that we need to connect with, and this eternal our eternal self, that is our true self. So it is we have to understand the contract in life that we have here on earth is a contract with God, with Source, with the Creator, and it is we made this contract, and now we want to fulfill the contract. For the awakening is a beginning. It is not an end, for it is an end, but it is also most important, a new beginning, a new journey through life, a new way of going through life. And letting go of judgment, it is important to let go of judgment, because the judgment only says that is this situation or this person up to my standards? But remember what Matthew says in the Gospel. It says you will be measured by the measure you're measuring with. You will be judged by the judgment you're judging with. So by letting go of judgment, we find this freedom, and we allow God, who knows so much more, so much better, to handle situation and people. Just get into your own flow and let the flow of other people. Let other people in their own flow. In our own flow, we don't want to go too fast, we want to go too slow, we want to be in the pace of our own flow. So we want to be one with the will of the divine and living our truth outside of duality, that is self-mastery, to become the wholeness navigator, to become sovereign. And we want to protect our sovereignty, for there is a lot of people that do a lot of drugs right now. They're like shooting up pharmaceutical, and just like governments, like let's all get drugged up. I will recommend to avoid that. But even if you do not be afraid. Just know your divinity has the power to transmute it. But still protect your sovereignty. Feel your aura. Just we are becoming more and more sensitive to the energetic subtle bodies, and we need to continue to nourish them with the light of the sun, and this great wave of energy that is coming. It's been announced and broadcasted for a long time, this solar flash. It is an energy that comes directly from Source. It will go through the great central sun, then it will pass through the sun, and it will ignite a great power within all hearts. Everybody will receive it. Not everybody will respond in the same way, but it will create. It will be a very powerful opening of our heart chakra. For we need to upgrade all our chakras, our energy centers. The highest wisdom is protection. To know we are protected by our guides and spirit. For the journey of life is so much easier and more enjoyable when we call on our guides. When we sang them, we call on the archangels, the angels, the ascended masters. They can show us so much throughout our day if we program ourselves to stay in their presence during the day, and letting go, relaxing about it, and they're very relaxed. They're not into the hustle and bustle. Is the 3D world. For the fifth dimension is total joy, peace, and relaxation. So it is a training. It's something we need to do through the breathing process. What we need to understand is the request, to learn to ask the universe and to be in a receptive mode to receive what we've been asking for. What we need to do is courage, to face our fear, to perfect our character, to not be afraid. Sometimes it's better to try something and fail than not to try it. We will never know if we we would have succeeded if we didn't try it. So just go for it, and the outcome will be well-being. Continue to cultivate well-being. For it is for the ascension is really much the alignment with the source, and to develop the virtues and qualities of the creator, and to appreciate this magic in small things. For what we seek is great. It's not human miracle, this is divine miracle. It is something that is already happening, but we need to appreciate it in small ways. And so it is. We got to continue to do that. For personally, I was asked to realign, to anchor the divine white light of God in the Peace Memorial in Caen, which is done. I've been asked to do that in the Basilica Saint Peter in Caen, but I couldn't do it at distance. So I'm going to have to go there. There is something for me to receive from the process. But I was guided to anchor this divine light at Mecca in Saudi Arabia, at Mecca. And this light was essentially on the cube. But Spirit confirmed it was done, and the whole frequency was elevated. Everybody has a higher frequency available now. So it's wonderful, for it is the light of God. But I'm still connected to that light. So it is quite nice. And yesterday it's like my light went to cover all the 3 pyramids of Gizeh. So I follow the flow. It's like when I'm called to do something, it just takes a few seconds to anchor this divine light, and for the work, it's like to do that work. It's quite wonderful, and slowly but surely, all the sacred sites will be reactivated and re-anchored. And so it will be quite nice. I want to talk about something that is very powerful. It's an addiction. The most powerful addiction of our time, everybody's addicted to it, is screens, is electronic device, computers, telephones. All this is really, the whole world is addicted to it. It is like a drug. It is a reptilian trap. They want to digitalize humanity. It's a mean of control. So you can use it, but be careful of that still, and do not neglect face-to-face encountering, touch, smiles, to be face-to-face with people. It's going to be very important. They're trying to create this social distanciation because this is part of their plans, but we don't have to go along with it. We have a free will that was given by the Creator. It is innate. It is a sovereign right. So protect your integrity and follow your flow. I'm going to show a few paintings. The first one is a painting, it's not finished. It's a painting on cosmology. It's about the super universe of Orvonton. The nine first sectors are part of the Milky Way, and the 10th sector is in the clouds of Magellan. It's like a peripheric galaxy, but it's part of our super universe. I'm going to refine it. This one I was going to turn into a Butler poem, but it's too constructed. There is too much already in there, so I'm going to continue with the 7 families of spirit beings. And I'm going to put this poem called "The Invitation to Voyage." This is a beautiful poem. I'm going to put it on this one probably, or maybe I'm going to buy new canvases. I'm not really sure. I don't have a studio, so I don't want to have too many canvases here. Too much of. And here is a cosmology painting. It's still processing. I never know what's gonna. Well, I know the subject and the frame and the architecture, but as far as the realization, it is always a surprise. I have to go step by step to learn to see. And this is another cosmology painting. It's not, of course, not finished. It's just beginning. It's structural, but it's coming together. And I have made those two. Those two are finished. This one is a poem of Charles Baudelaire. Somebody reserved it, but then the color changed, so I don't know if she will be interested. So I will see. And this one is reserved. It's a study of the super universe of Orvonton. And so buying art is an addiction. But it's a healthy addiction. I'm gonna return to my original career, which is dealing art, opening a gallery in Paris. And so, but it's actually a healthy addiction. To sell a painting to somebody who's never bought a painting is like trying to sell a Ferrari to somebody who doesn't have a driver's license. So it's like very difficult. But when someone is used to buying art, it's part of their process. And when you buy your first painting, it's like you acquire a driver's license, and then you buy 2, 3, 4, and then you start enjoying it, and then you realize a few years later you can sell one, and with and with the money you sold that one, you can buy 5 paintings with the same price. And for it's like there's great paintings between $5,000 to $500 million, very important paintings. Yet at the beginning you can buy minor paintings, like drawings, like small paintings on paper, like lithographs, pastels, like minor works, and there are beautiful things at every price. But it's part of a culture to go, but yet there is no other investment that can bring such a high return. For instance, there was this one Picasso. It's called Yo Picasso. It's a small painting of Yo Picasso, the portrait of Picasso in 1901. This was very young, and it's a blue, right before the blue period. It was very striking in the eyes and everything. He sold it for 500 francs, and then it was resold for 5,000 francs. Then a few years later, he went for auction. It was $50,000, and then 10 years later, it was sold for $500,000. Then 10 years later, it was sold for 5 million. Then 10 years later, it was sold for $55 million. For those are auction paintings. When you sell a painting, buy a painting at auctions, you have to resell it at auctions because collectors want paintings that have not been at the auctions. They want to, but it's for when you buy art, you want to buy what you love, to go with your heart, so you can enjoy the work and to continue to educate yourself as well. For there is so much to learn, but it is a healthy addiction. This love, this passion for art, literature, culture is quite wonderful for me. This was something that just enriched my life, and I couldn't do without. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to sing this song. It went through my mind. It's a difficult song to sing a cappella, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's a song by the Steve Miller Band. It's called The Joker, or The Gangster of Love. The Space Cowboy. And it's Space Cowboy was I had many exhibitions in my life of my art, and one of them was in Burlington, Vermont, in the south of Canada, in the United States, in 2000, I think it was 2000. And I had, it was the only review that I had by a real art critics, and it was in the newspaper. It was called Space Cowboy. And the person who was Mark Audi was his name. He is an atheist, but he recognized the originality and the quality of my work, regardless of the fact that he didn't believe in all those spiritual ideas. So it was I still have the review. So it's called Space Cowboy. It goes like this. Some people call me the Space Cowboy, yeah. Some people call me the Gangster of Love. Some people call me Morris, 'cause I speak of the pompadours of love. People talk about me, baby, saying I'm doing you wrong. Well, don't worry, baby, don't worry, 'cause I'm right here at home. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I played my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight talker. I get my loving on the run. You're the cutest thing I ever did see. I really love your pictures, I wanna shake your tree. I lovely dowly all the time. Oh baby, I sure will show you good time. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight talker. I sure don't wanna hurt no one. Whoa, people keep talking about me, baby, saying I'm doing you wrong. Well, don't worry, mama, 'cause I'm right here at home. You're the cutest thing I ever did see. Really love your pitches, wanna shake your tree. Lovely all the time. Come on, baby, now I'll show you good time. It's not really a song made to sing a cappella, so I went through my mind. I thought I sing it anyway. I'm going to say for one more card to conclude this message, and I wish you a wonderful day. For it is this very powerful full moon today. So let us be in a receptive mode, and it is the apex of there's a new cycle that's going. Then it's gonna integrate through the next 14 days. And the card of the day is the Five of Gabriel. You can overcome a challenge. Remove yourself from people living tragic situation. Be patient with you and with others. So it is good to let go of the dramas. It's really important to let go of all the dramas, to have compassion. We have to have patience and compassion in relationship to people, to whatever they're going through. But if you can connect to your joy, then we find the wheel of fortune. Here is the Archangel Jeremiah, a new beginning. You are arriving at the ending point, change of direction to access happiness. So happiness is right there waiting for us. Huh? So let us feel it already. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.